Welcome back to the channel. We're talking more about earbuds because we got phones to talk about later in the year, so let's go. All right, so we talked about sound peaks last time. This time we're going to talk about what it's been like to use these guys for a few months and why these have become some of my favorite headphones. But before we get started talking about the CMF Buds Pro, make sure you jump out there, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 5,000. That's the next milestone. And also, if you haven't already got started, we have a giveaway. I am giving away a brand new Nothing Phone 2. That's right. I am giving you guys a chance to win one of these. I said if we made it to 1,000, I'd give away one of these. The giveaway is also in the link below. Good luck and happy winning. But let's talk about the CMF Buds Pro. So these have become some of my favorite headphones for very many reasons, and we're going to jump right into it. So first things first, we have to talk about design, and we're going to start with a case. This case is pretty cool, very flat, looks like a little pill box. It's a circle, flat bottom, flat top, and then there's no real CMF branding on here or letters. CMF has these symbols that stand for what they represent. And if you don't know what CMF stands for, it stands for color. Stands for what? It stands for color, material, and finish. And that's what we got going on here. So yeah, I mean, it's not super premium. It's not glossy. It doesn't have any real heft to it. But that's kind of what you expect out of a pair of, $30, $40 headphones. And I'm not sure what these are going for now, but that's what I paid for them. But overall, it's a nice case. It fits right in, with anything else that's out there, like a pair of Pixel Buds or a pair of the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pros. That flat finish, it's got those. It's not glossy like the Soundpeats or their sister brand. It's not clear like the Nothing Ear 2s. It's not glossy like the AirPods, but it also doesn't feel as premium as something like Beats Studios or any of that kind of stuff, or even the Pixel Buds Pro, even the Pixel Buds A. It doesn't feel quite as premium as those, which is understandable. It's way less money than those. Opening this up, these immediately give you a light that comes on the front, and you have the buds on the inside. So very easy to open, very easy to grab these. You've got your charging port. There's no wireless charging here, sad. So you have to charge this by USB-C. But I like it because, say what you want, I know they went white with this light gray on the inside. I don't know if that really shows up on camera. Yes, it does look kind of Apple-esque. But I like the little cradle, and there's a life hack here. If you've got a Nothing phone, really if you've got any phone, it can act as a little stand for you. Isn't that nice? So yeah, I like it. Anyway, life hack. So let's talk more about the buds themselves. These actually feel really good. They do remind me a lot of AirPods. Just the regular ones. They are white with the stalks, and they've got a glossy driver area with this kind of thicker silicone, which I thought was kind of like a nice premium touch to it. They're very sharp and angled, and by sharp I mean they've got real sharp straight edges and lines. They're not curved or glossy, they're flat, and then they've got some CMF branding on the stalks. So when I put these in, like I do, I put them into my ear canal, and then I kind of twist them so they sit in there and they poke out like that. Microphone quality is decent. I'm not going to say it's overly great, but for the price point, it's pretty good. I've used it on some podcasts and talk and things like that, and ask people, what do you think? How does it sound? They're like, oh, sound good, sound clear. It's not digitized or anything like that. On some of the phone calls, some people, like my mom, who's pretty picky with how people sound on a phone call, she goes, you kind of sound hollow, or you kind of sound like a robot. And It's not all the time. She hasn't noticed it, but sometimes she has. So call quality is not super great here, but battery life, on the other hand, is fantastic. So performance-wise, these are kind of a mixed bag. They kind of go back and forth between really good and average. Nothing really bad here. Connectivity's good. Battery life is probably the best out of any set of buds that I have. And that's really strange because if you talk more about the sound quality of these, which is why they are some of my favorite buds that are out there, you would think the battery life would be not as good. These, for me, have had the best bass of any device, any earbuds that I've used in the last 2 years. I've tried just about every single solitary earbud from every company that's out there except for OnePlus, and everybody's earbuds had okay bass. The Beats seem to be the best, and they still weren't super strong. These are really strong, and I've been super impressed with how much bass you get out of these, and I don't know why they're better than other brands or even the Nothing Ear 2s or the Sticks. So overall, I think that these have been super impressive. Battery life's great. Build quality is decent. It feels okay. I'd say the buds feel better than the case. The case kind of lends to the cheaper feeling, and the actual buds themselves, minus kind of, I guess the stalks don't feel that great, but like the driver and all that kind of stuff, it just goes together really well. It looks like it's built well, and I guess it really boils down to preference. I like the kind of real straight, edgy design of this. It's different, and to me, and I like that about it. I like that about the brand, how they're more focused on design versus function. So for me, it's really nice. Also, as you can see, when I grab these, those flatter sides give me a little bit more security, something a little bit better to hold. And whenever I'm putting them in my ears, or I'm tapping them or touching them, the flatness to me really helps those controls when I'm using them. Controls have been pretty straightforward and easy. Nothing's as good as the Pixels. Those are probably my favorite controls on any earbuds, but these are second to that. I would actually say that these, to me, have been better in performance than like my Ear 2s that are almost 3 times as much as these. So yeah, I mean, great battery life, great bass, good design, decent quality, you know, and okay microphones. Really and truthfully, if CMF gave us like a $10 bump in price just for better microphones, I'd say these are a hit. And that's kind of the review itself. But overall, do I recommend these? I think if you're looking for a very, very inexpensive set of earbuds, these work really, really well. You have to just really decide what your priority is. For me, I like having a lot of battery because I don't want to have to charge these all the time, especially because they're not wireless charge, and I can't just, like, you know, do reverse wireless charging and charge them on my phone. That's kind of a pain. But you know, it's easy to plug them in, and being that the battery life lasts such a long time, they're great for that. I am a bass head, so there's nothing else that's going to be close by me when I'm doing whatever I'm doing, especially if I'm listening to music for a long time. I want these and I want that. A&C is about as good as a call quality. It's okay. There's better out there. There's been worse. They're better than Pixels. So overall, yeah, I recommend them. But I would say if you're looking for something that looks and feels a little bit more premium with a higher clarity and better for call quality and stuff like that, I recommend the Soundpeats around the same price for that. But for me, these are my buds of choice because I gotta have the bass. Meghan Trainor, I'm all about that bass. That's gonna do it for me on that little lame joke. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Next time we're gonna be talking about this guy, the CMF Buds Pro. Thanks guys, see you next time. Have a good one.